Hey, what up, everyone? Dragon here with
Ashley?
back again with another trailer reaction. This one for Solo, a Star Wars story. That's what I said, right? Yeah, a Star
Yeah.
Wars story. It's the second anthology Star Wars film. This one is about a young Han Solo, and I guess I was gonna say rise to fame, but maybe infamy, depending on his position in the galaxy among certain nefarious types. But yeah, there's been a lot of talk about this production, particularly the making of it, the firing of Lord Miller, and then Ron Howard coming on board, and just a lot of
A lot of
things.
rumors.
Yeah, yeah. But I've always said, honestly, it could be. If the movie's good, none of that's gonna really matter.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be our first really good look at what's to come. So without further ado. We're hearing that music with that logo.
Since I was 10. I was kicked out of the flight academy for having a mind of my own. I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Hey, kid. I'm putting together a crew.
There he is.
You in?
That's yes.
I might be the only person. Who knows what you really are?
What's that?
Oh, that's cool.
Get ready.
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
Jesus.
She's like Cthulhu. What the hell? Well, what did you think?
I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah,
Also, Amelia Clark and Donald Glover.
I know, right?
And Woody Harrelson.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny. It seems like all the Star Wars movies now have like an attractive young brunette English woman.
I know.
Which
I knew Donald
no
Glover was
problem
in
here
it,
with
but
that.
I guess I don't
I-
know.
I-
I
I've-
didn't know Amelia Clark was in it. I didn't know Woody Harrelson was
I think I'd read that she was in it, but I forgot because all
Yeah.
the talk at the production focused more. Well, that's kind of the problem here. Well, for those of you guys who maybe don't know, but Lord Miller originally directing, or not writing, but I think Lawrence Kasdan wrote the script, but they were directing it because they wanted this film to have a bit more of a kind of a comedic, kind of fun, edge to it. Because again, it's Han Solo, and now it's
Yeah.
young Han Solo. But from my understanding, their approach to it was a lot more tongue-in-cheek, more so than the material the script warranted, and they were ad-libbing more. And I heard that they said that Solo was coming off as more like Ace Ventura,
Oh wow.
and it felt more like a spoof of the character and
Yeah.
less. Because I get it, a Han Solo movie is not going to be like a dark Shakespearean tale, and that's cool. I like that they're doing a fun movie because again, Rogue One was very much a gritty kind of
Yeah.
bummer war story. So I like how this one's meant to be like there's different tones. That's fine. But you're still making a Star Wars movie, and while there's levity in it, I think it still needs to be some consistency throughout the entire franchise. And I think they were maybe pushing it too much in one direction, which, for the right kind of movie, because it was kind of like the 21 Jump Street movies, which that kind of comedy works great for those movies. But I think for something like this, they need to kind of reel it in. I mean, this is all based on what we heard.
Well, and then there's the rumors about like the acting coach and how the main guy couldn't act.
Which I think I mean, I don't know. I mean, from what I've
I was
seen,
gonna
it looks
say
fine.
it sounds bad, but I was just trying to be like, how do I think of him? But I'm like, I
And he's
don't
definitely
know.
got the look. I think more than like, because I'd read rumors that too, or not rumors, but reports that he was going to the producers too, saying he didn't really like the way it was being directed. So I think maybe more of an acting coach is really more just Disney trying to get the whole production back on course. So, if an actor has been directed to perform a character in a certain way for so long,
True, yeah.
to suddenly tell, okay, now switch it up.
Yeah.
I think to kind of help him switch gears, that's probably why they got an acting coach. Not to help him act, but to help him kind of just quickly, again, switch gears.
Yeah.
Because if you're for weeks and weeks and weeks playing a character one way, and then the next day you have to come in and play him a completely different way, the best actor in the world is going to struggle with that. Because for better or for worse, whether you like the way you've been directed, you're accustomed to playing the role that way. So I don't know. I'm not fully familiar with the actor. I'm sorry, and I really won't be able to give a final judgment until I see the movie. But if I had to guess, because that's the thing. I mean, ultimately, it's Disney who's going to get final say on who gets cast in this movie. So even if Lord and Miller thought he was the greatest thing ever, and he wasn't, I don't think Kathleen Kennedy and Mickey Mouse would have agreed to it. So I think it's more like he's probably fine. I think, again, they're just trying to, okay, we're bringing Ron Howard, and obviously we're changing the direction of this film probably pretty dramatically, and we need to change it quickly. So we're going to just, throw a bunch of money at this and get everything turned around as fast as we can. So give the kid an acting coach just to get him on track, and I think that's more or less what it was. And I think it got probably blown out of proportion in the media more because they hear acting coach and people are like, oh my God, he can't act. I'm like, I don't think he would have gotten the role in a Disney-produced Star Wars movie if he had like zero acting ability. So I don't think that's the case. I'm going to give him the benefit of a doubt.
I mean, all that aside, obviously this is just a teaser, so it's really not giving us a whole lot.
No, I think it's a lot of
mean,
just kind of visual flair, which had a lot of that.
Yeah, it definitely, I mean, it's not like...
I know what you mean. I don't
want to say, like, I wasn't super pumped for this movie. I'm sure it's going to be a good movie, but I know a lot of people are just kind of like, why are they making it? But, like, I definitely am interested in seeing it. It looks fun. Kind of a Guardians vibe, obviously.
Yeah, that's a good point. It almost kind of feels like a Star Wars movie with more of a Guardians kind of vibe. Because, again, the Star Wars universe is as dark and serious as, the stuff with, like, the Skywalker family and Rey and all that is. There's still a lot of wacky and zaniness to it. Like, there's still a lot
Yoda.
Yoda.
Original Yoda.
I love Yoda when he's beating R2 with that damn stick. Like, no. All that kind of stuff. When the canteen sequence, all the weird aliens. Yeah. Star Wars is a lot of fun like that, too. And I think the newer movies, especially Last Jedi, which, by the way, we enjoyed. No, it wasn't for everybody, but we were cool with it. The fuck do you know? You're not real Star Wars fans? I guess not. But just wanted to get that out of the way. But, that focus, I think, very much tonally on a certain element of the Star Wars universe, which is fine. So I'm glad that they're kind of balancing it, though, with a movie like this. Because there is a lot of fun in the Star Wars universe. So I'm glad that they're not just focusing just on the side of it. So I don't know. It looks cool. I hope they're going to flesh out more how Han and Chewie met, because I know in the books he was working for the Empire. He was like a cadet or an officer cadet or whatever, and Chewbacca was, I think, I never read the books. I'm sorry. I think it was set to be executed, and he didn't want to do it, and he helped Chewbacca. I'm sure I'm messing that up to some degree. I don't know how they're going to do it now because they retcon the older books, but although it seems maybe something similar to that, because obviously he was enlisted at one point to work for the Empire. And I also heard that he's from like a prestigious family. I'm curious to see if they're going to keep that. Because when Emilia Clarke says, I'm like the only one who knows who you are or something, or what you are, I wouldn't be surprised if she's alluding to like you come across as this, scoundrel, this misfit, this pirate, but you're from like a family of nobility, and maybe I'd be curious to see exploring more of that side of Han Solo if they choose to include it. But anyway, what did you guys think? Did you like this teaser? Did you not like this teaser? Are you still concerned based on all the rumors and talk and everything that happened during the initial production of this film? Or are you kind of like us where you're like, you know what? regardless of what happened during the filming, as long as the end result is good, who gives a shit? Because ultimately that's what matters. That's what matters. If the movie comes out and it's a great film and everyone loves it, all that shit will just make for a great, story and the making of documentary on the Blu-ray, But anyway, give us some of your thoughts. Let us know what you think, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace!
Peace.